Hello, welcome back to another episode of Monkey Ninja Games. Back at it again with another episode of Let's Recreate, the Pong series. Okay, so here's the deal. After the last video, I was playing around with the scripts, and I was able to get the ball to instantiate, give birth, after every collision. I was doing this so I could prepare for the next video, to make the video editing faster and easier for me. However, this new method I was trying will not work due to technical reasons. So I'm doing this video like I did the first video, but hopefully better. I did just a little bit more work. The only part I was able to the only parts that I've completed that I didn't record is the "you win" text appearing after the 7th score, and that's pretty much all I've changed. On top of getting the ball to give birth. No wait, I gave birth to the ball. Don't tell my wife. But just so you guys don't feel left out, here's a clip of what the moment looked like when I solved the ball spawning problem. Oh. What now? Yeah. Oh, okay. Alright, we got this. Okay, press play. Yeah, that's what it looked like. Anyway, so without further delay, let's finish making Pong so we can get to the good stuff. Okay, so if I press play right now, you're gonna see that there's still a slight error. I went to 8. I'm not supposed to go to 8. What's the dealio? See, that only happens sometimes. See, I can press play right now. Or not. There we go, a single ball. Boom! Player 2 wins. Game over. Now if I go the other way... Son of a... Why do I keep on getting 2? See? I get 1 right there. So what is my issue? Why am I getting 2? Alright, so the winning conditions are set. Now, what do we need? We have a player 1, now we need a player 2. So what do we need for player 2? We need another paddle, and that's it. So we want another paddle, and we need it to move on its own. So do we need AI for our second paddle? God, no. For Pong, it's not so complicated. All we need is the paddle to travel in the same Y coordinates as the ball, but not as fast. You have an X coordinates and a Y coordinates. So, we're not worried about where the ball is on the X coordinates, more so about where the ball is on the Y coordinates, which basically is up and down. So, do we want it to be exactly parallel with the ball as it moves? No. So what we need to try to do is make a late update, a delay reaction. If the ball is moving towards this corner, we have the ball moving, then we have the paddle slightly move, delay reaction. Depending on where the ball hits, the paddle will either bounce the ball back or it won't make it. And we score! So that's enough jibber jabber. Time to make player 2. So I'm not too worried about whether or not 1 or 2 balls instantiate right now. Or maybe I should. Let's check out that script. Okay, so I think I fixed the multiple ball issue at the start of the game, where it'll sometimes pop up 2 balls instead of 1. So what I did was I moved one of my functions to another function to where it'll only spawn 1 ball at the beginning. So I'm gonna press play a few times, see if it fixed it. Okay, we got 1 ball. I'm gonna try about 10 times. Okay. Little fix. See, now issues can arise from having just 1 little function, ergo spawn ball, in the wrong place in your script. So when making games, every little detail counts in the full performance of your game. The term they use for this is optimization. Optimization, process of making something as perfect, functional, or as effective as possible in terms of design, system, or decision. Thank you for that. So when they say that a game is fully optimized, that means that it runs as smoothly as possible with very minimal errors. Anyways, now we're on to step get player 2 in this game so he can get wrecked. Yeah, let's do it. So what am I gonna make? I'm gonna create a script called player 2. Okay, so before I start writing the script, let me go ahead and get another paddle in there. So since my paddle is gonna be identical to this same paddle, what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to Control D, and then that will make a copy of this paddle, which we will make paddle 2. And then we're gonna drag that little SOB over here. And now we don't want him to have the same script that we do, at least not now. What would happen if we did do that? Mother! We don't need to have him to have the same paddle movement script. Otherwise, this just won't work. So, we need to remove that script from him. Then once we do that, yay! We're playing Pong! Yay! Okay, my job's over. See you guys in the next video. See ya. Yeah, I wish. So, we have our paddle in place, but now we need to make him a script. So the way I described it before is how I need to get him to move. I'm gonna start the scripting. Now hold on a second. What's better than playing with yourself? Playing with a friend! Bruh. Yeah, that came out kind of bad. But now I think I want to go about this a different way, because there's multiple ways you can do it. But since I want to get to the fun stuff faster, I'm just going to make it to where this paddle is controlled using WS, and this paddle is controlled using up and down. So I can play with myself, by myself. That sounds so lonely. Anywho, let's get to it. So for vertical 1 is what I'm using as the axis of input. Since I took off the up and down, now the S and W keys will be what I use for the first one. Positive and negative are going to be up and down. Okay, so this one is vertical 2. So if I insert that into the script, it should make it to where I have 2 paddles that move in different directions depending on the buttons that I press. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, I can move you. Mother! Oh! Oops, I did it again. I so gotta edit that out. Okay, so paddle 2 does not have the player 2 script, so boom! Okay, now let's see if it works. What the? Okay, what I do? Oh, I see. Aha! So we're gonna build that. See? Little details. So if we press play. Ah, yes. What? What? Okay, now what am I doing wrong? Okay, I just played with the second vertical. Maybe that was the issue. Yes! Alright, now we have 2 players. Okay, so player 2, successful. Player 2 is a go. Alright. Now let's get this ball moving around. So if you remember previously, I had the ball going all around the place. But then I switched it to where it just had a horizontal velocity, so it only travels left and right for the testing purposes of seeing if the score was working. But now, we got the paddles, we got the score. Let's get this ball bejangled. There's actually no dictionary term for bojangled. Really? Hold on. Bojangled. Urban Dictionary, bojangled. When your kids come by your office to get your debit card so they can go get some food from Bojangles. I didn't even know that was really a word. Bojangles. I will be glad when these darn kids go back to school. I'm tired of being bojangled to death. Bojangled, it's a word. Hey, I increased my dictionary terms. Thank you, Urban Dictionary. Okay, yeah, let's get back to it. I adjusted the velocity. Let's see if we can play Pong yet. Oh, here we go, here we go. Here we go, yeah, we're playing Pong, oh, balls to the face, oh no, scored. Okay, that's one thing. Okay, so if you'll notice, the ball is just coming right from the center, so literally, if I just stay here, like, every time, then I'll know exactly where the ball is coming from. So I think I need to have random spots in this area in which the ball will just like randomly spawn from. So that way it's a surprise every time. Since I want to use the next episode as a full video, we're gonna go ahead and make this game better. So what I need to do is I need to create some empty spaces within this game world. And I'm gonna label these spawn points. If I can type, Jesus. So I'm gonna add a few more. And bazinga. Okay, so I'm gonna create another game object. Anytime you create a game object, make sure it's centered. If it's just a basic empty game object. So I'm gonna rename this one spawn points, and I'm gonna take all these little buckets and I'm gonna put them inside my spawn points so that way I don't take up so much space in my hierarchy. So for these spawn points, I want to make it to where my ball can spawn from different parts within this game level. So that way we don't know every single time where it's going to come from. Let me see if I can make that happen. Okay, so I just scripted parts where the ball should be able to spawn from a random part from where we set up our different spawn points. So now we see this little spawn point, little part right here on the game manager script. All I need to do, drag them over here to our spawn points, and boom! Now we have 5 spawn points to where the ball should be able to spawn from. Let's test and see if it actually works. Whoa! Hey, I wasn't ready for that. What the? What went wrong? What the? Oh, okay, we're still going. Ah! Still going! Ah! Yes! Haha. Okay, yeah, I am. Okay, alright, so, yes, it was a success, alright, match excellent, my friend, okay, cool, so, here we go, we have Pong, we made the game, we have the border, we have the paddles, we have the ball in the middle, that goes back and forth to where we're able to play, so the game functions correctly, we have our game. But now that we have it, what can we do to make it better? I know we said we weren't gonna do this, but since we got a little bit extra time, let's go ahead and find some sound. Here we are in the beautiful asset store. If you need textures, you need audio, models, you name it, you can find it here. So what do we need? We need a sound. Let's see, 8-bit sound package. I think this might work. Let's see what some of this stuff sounds like. Okay. Okay, alright, so we're gonna use that. So here are our sounds. So now we need to figure out which one sounds appropriate. So what is this? Oops. No. Not quite. Cool, but no, we need it. Could use it, but not for what we're doing. I like it. So menu 1. So go to prefabs, go to the ball. Menu 1, audio clip. Okay. So let's see. Okay, I already made the changes in the game. So it should do it whenever it collides with any object. That includes the borders and the paddles. So on collision, it should play this audio clip. So let's see what happens. What the? That definitely did not. Did that just happen? Seriously, what? What did I do? What just happened? Why am I still playing this? Granted, this is a little fun, but still, God, talking about having to concentrate. There's no audio source attached. Oh, I see why. Okay, I did something bad. Give me a second. Okay, I think I fixed the problem. Let's see if we jotted our 2 balls down to 1. Jesus Christ, it's not even making the noise either. I think I'm missing something. Hold on. I figured I wouldn't have this much trouble with this, but alright, let me see if I got it working. Yay! We have noise. That sound is kind of annoying, but we'll go with it. I mean, people don't have to like a game to play it, right? Right? So we have sound. Now, I want a sound to play whenever somebody wins. So let's do that. Alright, it didn't take that long to get the ball sound going, so it's much easier to do it for the you win text. So all I did was just copy the part of the script over, which is one of the beauties of programming. I did explosion 3. So let's see how that looks. So I'm just gonna stay down here, see what it sounds like. Hey, I like that. Sexy. All right. So we got the sound for that. What else would be cool? Let's make the particles. I could just use the default particles, but I think I'll actually go to the asset store and try to find some. Okay, so this particle pack seems pretty simple. Destruction. Let's see. What's made to choose from? Maybe a burst sharp burst. Let's see. So, what does that look like? Oh, wow. That's pretty powerful. Maybe a little bit too much. What's explosion? Yeah, that's way too much. I think that burst is gonna work. Now I just need to attach that to the ball script so that way upon deallocation, that particle system will activate wherever the ball is scored on the game board. I just added a little bit of scripting to the ball so that way whenever the ball is destroyed, the particles will activate. So we said we wanted, well, we said burst. I think we said we wanted burst. Okay, so let's see if it works. Be cool if it does on the first try. All right, so it does that, but now we have two balls again. Jiminy cricket. Whoops. You guys aren't supposed to see that part. Yeah, so that's about how long my videos go for. And then I chop them all the way down to, you know, whatever time this video is now. It's not that easy doing this. Let me go to my scripts and see what I did wrong. Okay, I played with some things. So let's see if I can get it down to one ball. Yay! One ball. But if you'll notice, whenever it scores, it doesn't make any sound. It's not that satisfying when you score, you know? So I added the audio source and I decided to go with Explosion 1 for this one. Let's see if this works. All right. All right. So our Pong is looking more like Pong. Cool. But if you'll notice, whenever we won, the first explosion didn't play. So I just have to fix that, but then after that, we're gonna head to the materials and then call it a day. So let's make this quick. Well, it will go quick since we got two balls now. Screw it. Let's make it look cool. Back to the asset store. All right, so this one looks pretty cool. All right, so now we have our details. So now let's make it pretty. I gotta stop with the winking. That's still so creepy. Nah, I don't like it. What about this one? Okay, I like that. See how it looks. Sexier. Okay, now as for that game board. Ugh, that looks nasty. That just looks, yeah. Golly, no. Ugh, Jesus. Ugh, yikes. Ugh, what about that? Ooh, no, don't do that. You know what, we'll just go with that. It's gonna look stretched regardless. Now let's change the paddles. I'd say we should probably go with the red since everything else is blue. Okay. Alright. And here we have our beautiful game of Pong. So guys, it took us a while, it took me a while, but we made a game. So we have created Pong, but now we have to recreate it. But we ran out of time this episode, so we're gonna have to do it in the next one. But stay tuned, you're gonna love the next one, because we actually get to have fun and go crazy with the next one. We get to think, we get to imagine, we get to bring our thoughts to life. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you learned something. I'm hoping you guys learned something from this. This is about game design. I want you guys to see the process of what it's like to make a game. Okay, that's why we're doing this, so that we learn, so we can create the best games ever. If you like this video, click like. If you have any ideas of how we can make this game better, leave it in the comment section down below. That's what we're going to be doing next. We're going to build upon this, we're going to make it better, see if we get a better version, or if we create a new game altogether. But the only way for you to see it is if you subscribe, so that way you can see all my videos that I make regarding this, Let's Play, and all of the other games that we're going to play, and all the games that we're going to create. But that's all the time I got for today. I'll see you guys next time. And remember, together we will play, we will experience, and we will create. So I'll see you guys next time. Later.